And when I was standing side by side,
We're live, babe.
Those burned houses, harsh winters, big storms, all these things they've gone through, and they stuck together.
Hi, the Red Shed.
Important and strongest force in the world. That's a main foundation for this ranch. Without my grandmother, I wouldn't even know what love was.
all we tried to do, to make sure that the family core would go on.
Hey, Teresa.
You know, a big deal that I've been blessed to do for 40 years. A big deal that I've got a family like I had. That's my deal.
I think he had a pretty good birthday.
On the next episode of The Lasting Bush People.
Next stop, Marcellin Ranch.
The family prepares for fire season.
Yeah, right. Last night, it's not going to be the only story.
Make it happen! Truck supply now!
Red Shed saying happy birthday. I'm really good. Red Shed. I'm in a whole lot less pain than I have been lately.
Yeah, that might be good for me.
I forgot I had the TV on. I big dreams. Everybody's saying happy birthday.
Thanks, everybody.
Well, I think he had a pretty good birthday. At least this evening he did. I don't know what he did all day long. Just goofing off at his house.
Yeah, I was goofing off.
How old are you? They want to know.
63. Don't show my age, do I? Old gray beard.
I made him snook,
Hush puppies.
hush puppies,
Corn on
French
the cob.
fries, corn on the cob, and coleslaw for dinner, and topped it off with a red velvet cake for his birthday cake.
There's Bub.
Hi, Bob.
I seen him from way back here with no glasses on.
He's saying happy birthday.
Thanks, Bub. I appreciate it. Oh, wow, lucky man. Yeah, I'm real lucky.
You better think you're lucky. Because if you didn't, I'd clobber you.
Be a wonderful birthday if I won the Powerball at 297 million.
You have to play to win.
I got one ticket.
Whoopee! You wasted $1. They could have took that off of you.
Yeah, you would too, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I would. I'll take anything you want to give me. Talking about that, did you transfer that?
Who looks fabulous?
I can't see.
I'm 63 years young. And David, I got 48 eggs on incubator. They start hatching today, and I think I got probably 40 baby chicks still in there. Well, that's good. Wait until they're dry and then let them out. Put them in a brooder. They have to be dry.
Somebody's celebrating for him, shooting off fireworks.
Hey, Teresa. About time you made
She was waiting in here.
it. I know.
Well,
That's a pretty good hatch rate, 40 out of 48.
yeah, that
That
is.
is a good hatch rate. Let me figure that out. Where's my phone? It's over there. I can't figure it out.
You need my calculator?
Yeah.
There you go.
48.
She was early and then left for a minute, and you are on. So, some of you know Christy Betts and from the live streams, and you know that her sister is in the hospital. I have an update on her. Several days ago, they didn't think she was going to make it through the night, and Christy was very concerned. And we did some praying and everything, and
Can't get it.
and so they found out that she has an infection in her shoulder where they did the same shoulder. I'm not saying where they did the same shoulder that they did the PICC line in. And I believe that she probably got that infection from the PICC line. But anyways, they won't say that. But I'm probably saying more than I should. But anyways, I just want y'all to know that she had to have surgery. They did, there's so much infection that she had to have surgery and clean it out. And it was really bad. So if you keep Cindy in your prayers, I'd greatly appreciate it.
That's about 85%, 40 out of 48. Yeah.
Love you, honey. Still stuck on the same thing.
Well, it's mentioned right here. See?
Okay.
See? So I was 5 out of 6. About 85%.
Teresa says Blue Cup Club.
Yeah, she's seen my
Has
blue
been
cup.
praying for Cindy and Christy.
Yeah.
And y'all, you know, I pray that God's will be done with Cindy, but we really need to pray for Christy just as much, because she's got to deal with these people. And, you know, I mean, before the surgery this morning, she had to talk to, or earlier today when she had her surgery, they had to have her sign discuss whether, you know, the DNR or whatever, you know, that how they want to cope with that, you know, if something happened in surgery. And that's really hard. You know, speaking from somebody who knows, when you have a loved one that is in that kind of shape, and you have to make decisions like that, it's not easy. I had to make the decision to not resuscitate my daughter, and it was hard on my Ashley, because she blamed me, and she still sometimes will make comments, well, you just let Linda die, you just killed her, you know. So really it's a very difficult decision that people got to make, and I hope you guys keep her in your prayers, because that's not something that anybody wants to do. Last week we prayed for Pete, and he is doing better. And let's see, we also prayed for Holland. I'm not sure. I think he might be doing a little bit better, but he still, you know, suffers regularly with the Lyme's disease. Couldn't think of the name. And Teresa, you're on here, so if you could give us an update on your mom, I would greatly appreciate it. And I haven't seen James on here. I was going to ask him to give us an update on Brooke. She was in a coma when he was on here last week, so kind of wanted to find out about her too. I've been praying for these people all week, and I don't know the updates on everybody. Let's see, what did I
And it
miss
says
here?
we went through that with Mom when she had her stroke. It are not a decision anyone wants to make for another.
Yeah.
And Bub says, you just have to do the Irish coffee. They were going and talking about how they needed a coffee mug. Club.
Oh.
And then Teresa said she was going to have a women's coffee club.
Yeah.
And then it made Bub go off the rails, I guess.
She is holding about the same.
No worse.
No worse,
So I guess that's good.
Good.
Yeah, that is
Well,
good.
it's good, but we pray that she gets better. How is the tear that she received on her arm? Is it healed or is it still in the process? And were you ever able to talk her into taking the moringa? That is all healed up. Praise God. So, this week, the chicks that hatched out, he let me bring them on back down here, and they're out in the back in a little trough thing that we use as a brooder. It's so warm here that I just got a 60-watt bulb out there, and they're very happy and they're doing really good. My internet is acting goofy, so I've been had to refresh. Oh, okay. It didn't freeze here, so I still have mangoes. Well, I have mango blooms. I'm sorry. I do have a whole lot of loquats. Did you see my video?
Yeah, I seen the video, but I wasn't paying attention to the loquats.
What do you mean you wasn't paying attention?
I think I got two different videos. I think you put one up after that. The
Yes.
one that
I did. No moringa, but she is taking CBD oil and wild lettuce. It helps her sleep better. Praise the Lord. And guess what, Teresa? Let me see that big old thing over there. He's trying to see which one's bigger. Look what I got. 10 more of these things today. They're not all this big. Some of them are. Let me see that little one right there. No, this one right here, closest to us. This is the littlest one. So you can see the difference. Most of them are this size, though. There's only 3 of them this size. So, it was funny. I knew that there was one. I know I'm growing. I'm so excited. And I'm getting some hours now, thank the Lord.
yeah, because I play them.
Shut up, or I'm going to pull that beard out of your face.
Okay. Here she goes again. 622 growing.
Anyways,
What does that mean?
sometimes I want to hit him with a big old stick.
Thanks, Pete. We prayed for you last week. You up and running now? And Teresa says, "Yum!
Nothing
I
wrong
love
with
the
playing
black
your
Sapote."
videos. Yes, there isn't nothing wrong, but I just wish he wouldn't say things. like that. I need people to play my videos. But I don't know if they would
Yeah, he's doing good. Pete is.
oh, praise the Lord. I knew he was feeling better, but I didn't know, if he was out of, all together, back together or not. So the exciting thing about those black sapotes is I thought there was only one in the tree. I caught a glimpse of it the other day, and my mom's like, "Oh, Kathy, do you have any more of those fruit that you let me taste?" I said, "Yeah, Mom, there's one in the tree. I'll get it for you." So we went out there, and she's like, "Well, I don't want to take your last one." I said, "Oh, okay, Mom." So I'm looking up in the tree, and I seen a couple more, and I seen a couple more. So I pulled her 3 of them and sent her home with them. So she's all excited about that. So then David comes, and I told him, I said, "You need to bring the ladder because I got to get up in there." Well, he's tall enough that he can use the picker. And it's so funny. We thought we had them all, and then we look again, and there'd be another one. So it was really cool.
They hide really good.
Really, really good. So, that was really cool. I can't wait till those ripen and
Ouch.
maybe next year I'll do another collaboration on those and send them to people to try.
Teresa just said you gave and God gave you more.
That's right. That's right. Totally true.
That's right. That's what the fruit of the Spirit is all about. It is one's giving of their self for others with no thought of return.
That's right. I am so excited about the garden too because the collards are growing really nicely. In fact, I might even pull some little leaves off.
I wish I was happy with mine. Them squirrels are killing me.
They're killing me too, honey. The squirrels keep digging in those little what do you call those? The vertical planters that I have. Anyways, the squirrels keep digging in them. I probably will never get any strawberry seeds to germinate out there because they're just, I don't know. Anyways, and I'm hoping to have some rabbits soon.
Bub, that's a black sapote. Some people
or
call
chocolate pudding.
Yeah, it's a chocolate pudding tree. What most people do with the fruit is they make chocolate mousse or chocolate pudding, or
they make something called like bread pudding with it. I've seen
the proper name of it is sapote, but some people call it sapote, depending on who you're talking to.
Anyways, you can also make banana bread. Like you can make the same thing instead of using bananas. Use that in your recipe.
Well, you wish that you could grow something, Teresa, but we wish we could get rid of the squirrels because they're killing us. Tearing my plants up.
And see what people don't realize too. Y'all, I mean, how do I say this? Y'all have perfect.
The red shed, my mud's got mud.
Y'all have like, how do I say this? Okay.
There's Kim Fife again.
Hey, Kim.
Thank you.
Here in Florida, it is hot year round. It is very difficult for us to grow things like cooler winter crops like broccoli and cauliflower and I do grow collards and stuff like that. And
Well, Bub, maybe we'll give you some of that fruit. We'll mail you some next year.
I
We
could probably mail them a couple of those.
we mess with a lot of rare fruit. I'm working on a video of my macadamia nut results on how many roots it put out and how small the tree is, and it's already shooting blooms. So it ain't been in the ground a month. So that's what happens when you air layer them. I'm just answering you.
You're a mess.
Yeah.
Bub, you probably have never had that kind of fruit because these fruit are not very popular. Now, I think that they would ship perfect because they do if you pick them before they're ripe. But you have to wait on them to ripen. So I could send you a couple of them, and you would have to sit them up on your counter and let them ripen. If you'd like to try them, I will do that for you.
And Kathy's got videos on when they're ripe and how to use them.
But they're really, 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 really good. Only rare fruit we got here is
him.
me.
Yeah. So when you retire, when you retire from farming, Bub, are you gonna move to the land of the fruits and the nuts out there in California?
You're so bad. Behave yourself. There might be somebody on here and take that wrong.
Oh well. Just like Higgs says, you gotta have fun.
Listen to Pete says, "No, Bub, you a fruitcake."
What happened, Bub? Did your internet go wacky? You don't want to answer that last question?
How come we can't get these men, Teresa, to behave? They don't have it in them to behave.
Big Dream says it took him 50 years to get out of California. Don't go there. Laughing out loud. That's about like Miami. I don't want to be there either.
Didn't you just move to Kentucky? Or am I getting you mixed up with somebody else?
There's Higgs.
Hello, Higgs. How's it going?
Thanks for the birthday wishes. I appreciate that. What?
Nope, David. I'm keeping my butt in Kentucky.
Yeah.
I don't know why that's
Show
putting it.
Show it. It's not that bad. Oh, another moderator did that.
Cool. Thank you. I don't know. I've never seen that come up like that before. What's that say? Mine don't behave. I was ready to shoot him down last week. Yeah, I'm fixing to do that to him too. Well, Holland, guess what he got for his birthday meal?
Same thing you had when she was up there.
Snook. No, not the same thing.
Oh.
Snook, corn on the cob,
That's-
hush puppies, coleslaw, and what else?
French fries.
French fries. Men are simply misunderstood. Yeah, right. Okay. You want me to believe that?
Yeah.
I
Hey, did y'all see that?
don't misunderstand this old man.
I probably shouldn't ask that question.
Don't, Mavis. He's doing what his mama used to do.
Now, Pete says, come on, Kathy. It's David's birthday. He can be silly.
No. No, not on my life. I'm trying to talk him into doing his own lives because you never know what's going to come out of
One
his
pie,
mouth.
it was velvet cake. That was the dessert, velvet cake.
Red velvet
Red velvet.
with cream cheese frosting.
Yeah. That was good too.
And I even ate some of it. I'm not supposed to, but I did. I'm a bad girl. I got to go back to the doctor Thursday. I'm not looking forward to that because I know he's going to say, you should have lost more weight.
I think my first live, I'm gonna color my beard pink, put a dark shirt on, and
He's,
see what they think of that.
he's on this kick about coloring. What do you guys think? Should I get some stuff to color his beard pink?
Hot pink.
I don't know why he's been wanting to do that and do a live.
He says, dang, man, sounds good. He loves red velvet cake.
It was good too.
No, I'm 63, Pete. Not 29. I'm not, I should be 29 and holding. But I do feel like I'm 18 sometimes. And when my old bones get to hurting, I feel like I'm 63.
Ugh.
Big Dream says he hasn't had red velvet cake in years. Yeah, pink for Valentine's Day. That's a good idea.
Higgs says, I think David might be used to being in deep squat with Kathy by now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I used to holler at him all the time whenever the kids was little. He would just throw them out and let them swim and stuff, and I'd be like, David, you're going to let them kids die. You're going to kill them kids.
Yeah, I
You're gonna
understand
keep it
that,
up."
Big Dreams. Our pride says we can, but our age says we can't.
So now he's doing it to me with the grandkids, scaring the fire out of me constantly, letting them play in the street.
The Bub says I'm back. The blue cup.
Fill my bladder up.
Yeah, that's supposed to be filled, but it's fill my bladder up. That's an error.
That's okay.
That's a oops.
So there was something else I wanted to say, and I can't think.
And Teresa says it feel him up too. Hey, Forrest.
I understand too,
Food Forrest. Good evening.
but I'm only
Glad you dropped
about
in.
60. Anybody drinks one of them big blue cups is going to have to go to the bathroom.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Yeah. It's going to happen here.
Good
shortly.
evening, Food Forest. Getting towards 50, I feel it in my bones. Yes. Yep. I was telling my sister has some issues, and she's sick too.
Bub says he guesses he can blame it on a spell check.
Cool. I was telling my sister about, now she's much younger than me. She's my kid's age. So
Papa
she's,
Truck. There
she's
he
right.
is. Hey, Papa.
I got to talk to you in just a minute. I'm going to say something to you, Papa Truck. Remind me, David. But I was telling her about elderberry juice and fire cider and moringa. And she's like, I could hear it in her voice. She's like, okay. You do what? You drink what? Yeah. So I'm gonna try to make some fire cider tomorrow because there's so many people around me that's got the flu, and I don't have money to get any moringa seeds. I mean, not moringa, elderberries, thingies. So, Papa Truck, did you get to see the live show that I did, not this last Monday, but the Monday before, that was talking about the growing a tree from seed versus other ways? Is that close enough?
Yeah, I can read it.
Okay. Well, I'm going to make it real quick for you right now. Some of the people I don't think was on that lot has heard this either. Some people already heard me talk about this before too. When you're dealing with citrus or mango or something that's been grafted, that tree literally has to have the limb going.
I'm sorry.
My mind is he's bad. It's his birthday and I'm gonna try to let him get away with being stupid. Okay. When you have a grafted tree and you have a seed, that seed will always come that will always become the plant that it was grafted to and not the graft. When you're tasting the fruit from a grafted tree, you're tasting the fruit from the graft. For some reason, God made it biologically to that seed is only allowed to have the fruit from the actual stalk of the tree. So that's why you can't grow the mango that you ate by seed.
Don't work that way.
Now you can take that seed and let it grow, and then you can take a limb off of the tree that you ate that you liked and graft it to that stalk that you grew from seed.
Yep.
Yes. He asked if he could graft to it. Yes. You
Yes.
can definitely graft to it. That's what I was trying to come to. With mango and with citrus and different other variety of trees, you can graft more than one. You can graft my Glen mango, you can graft a Thompson, you can graft a Kent, or there's thousands of mangoes out there. So my suggestion is to find the trees that you particularly like and look at the dates that they're going to be harvested, because my tree usually fruits long before anybody else's tree here because it's a Glen. It's an early season crop. You can get them fruit anywhere from June all the way into September. Now, with mangoes, you can start getting different varieties of mangoes that are fruiting in June and all the way into October sometimes.
He got a kit to do it. But let me tell you what Higgs said. David needs a month of breaks. Poor guy gets worked to death, laughing out loud. Wait for it. He's trying to get you to hit me.
I'm trying to behave. I'm sitting on my hands. Anyways, okay, so now the same with citrus. You can grow a citrus tree from seed, and that citrus tree will always be a sour orange, a wild sour orange. Now you can use those fruit to make like lemonade and stuff like that, and people use them all the time, and they make jellies and stuff out of them like that, and you can change the flavor from them by using sugar and all kind of crap.
She took that well, said Higgs.
Y'all are just ganging up on me tonight. Okay, so getting back to that. Okay, now on that citrus, you can grow a lemon, you can grow a lime, you can grow a tangerine, you can grow an orange, you can grow a navel, you can grow grapefruit, you can grow pink grapefruit, you can grow white grapefruit, red grapefruit. Any citrus can be grafted to that initial tree.
Okay.
And each one of those limbs will give you that fruit that you grafted to it. Now, the reason why we air layer is so that when he did the macadamia nut, it's going to immediately give him a macadamia nut because it's from above any graft that it may have grafted from. The Barbados cherry, I don't know if it's grafted, but by air layering it, he's already got blooms on it and have fruit, and it's not even in the ground. How long?
Well, that one's been in the ground 6 months, but the macadamia nut pushed blooms in less than a month. But the Barbados cherry produced a cherry in a week.
Exactly. So you automatically have an adult tree. That's what I'm trying to get to. Whereas when you have a seedling come up from a lot of different trees, not all trees are like this, but a lot of them, and you have to do your research.
Higgs
All
says-
kind of lemon, sweet and sour. See, that's what I'm trying to say. Is they're not.
Yeah, you can put any on a sour orange, a wild sour orange. You can graft anything to it. That's citrus.
So what we do is we're able to grow the tree as it's already immediately an adult whenever you pull it through, because like the mango tree takes 7 years from a seed to fruit, and it's usually going to be a Hayden. Now, some people love Haydens. They're not a bad mango. It will fruit. That tree will fruit. Although my grandmother had a mango tree outside her house that she growed from seeds, and it grew there for 40 years and never had one mango on it. Just saying. You're taking my suggestion to doing grafts and air layers and stuff like that is so that you break down the time frame and you get true to what you want. Those are the reasons why I say that.
And it does it right away.
Yep. So, and if we could get a piece of property here, we would make a big, huge orchard with all kinds of fruit trees.
and that's the reason for that is because we have a west coast breeze and an east coast breeze that collide. We would like to get property real close to the river, between the two rivers. Man, you talk about growing some trees. Oof.
I truly, I mean, I don't know. I have a grafted
Pink,
Pink
lemon,
lemon.
3 years in the ground, no fruit. Well, it's a
I'm going to turn it into something else. Did you get it from a box store?
yeah. We got
That's-
apples.
That's true.
We
You
got-
can you can get better foundation with apples and stuff, but I'm talking about
Mangoes.
fruit that's more tropical.
Well, the Food Force though, he's over here 60 miles east of us, I think. I mean west of us. So
That might be why that you're doing it. Now, do you fertilize your fruit trees at all? And are you getting blooms? That's what I want to know. I have mangoes growing in the greenhouse far out.
Yeah. Well, let me explain to you what my tree is. It's a Hayden stalk in the ground.
And they're just falling off?
Oh.
Or are they, do you actually see any type of, because they could, you're so farther up north than we are that's possibly they're getting too cold.
He has fruit.
No, I'm talking to Papa Truck.
I know, but Food Force has fruit.
Cool.
Yeah, so do we. We eat the heck out of them. I'm still eating them. I plucked them off the tree in August, July and August.
On southern Vancouver Island.
And
Where's that at?
up north, I guess. I'm still eating mangoes.
Vancouver.
I make smoothies all the time out of vanilla ice cream and mangoes.
I had 2 blooms before the first frost, then nothing after that. Okay. Citrus, bloom, I don't know how to explain this. Citrus
Well, worst
bloom
thing for mangoes
in the
is
spring, and they usually grow all summer long or late spring, and then they grow summer long, and here they do. And then when it starts turning cold is when the fruit starts getting sweet, and they're able to be harvested in like November, October, November, in that area, and then on into sometimes January.
Can I say something?
I reckon.
Well, my mango tree gives 2 crops a year. It has 2 different trees grafted to it, and it has a Hayden stalk for a driver that drives the fruit. Well, if it makes it through the frost in February, that tree will give me 2 crops. But if it don't make it through the frost, it'll only give me 1 crop.
Well, the cool thing too about having grafted trees, when you're grafted to like a Hayden or something like that, Haydens are the stalks that they choose are usually resistant to a lot of things that cause damage. Bob says he's got to go.
Thanks, Bub. Good night. Glad you could drop in on us, even though you had a wacky internet.
Excuse me. Yeah, so that's a pretty cool thing. Strong enough to bend. How are you tonight? I just picked my lemons.
Already picked oranges. Still have ring per limes.
Ranger limes. I let the overgrowth stay over top of my my key lime out there because I don't want it to get froze. My citrus is a little bit more temperamental than the other trees, so I want it to get a little bit bigger before I let it out of its little.
Well, Papa Truck, I gotta explain to you, if you're messing with citrus, down here in this county, we have a problem with what's called the greening disease. And the greening disease, the leaves turn yellow in the veins and they twist up. And your fruit will get real salty and sour. If that happens, there's nothing you can do. You need to get rid of the tree and burn it before it spreads to the rest of your citrus trees.
It has been a crazy week now. Having two people have the birthday in the same week is a little bit much for me. Ashley's birthday was Sunday, and now his birthday's today. It's like, oh my word.
Yeah, you got through it, didn't you?
I reckon.
Yeah, you got through it.
The gray rabbit had babies, don't know how many looks like 8 to 10. Far out. Glad to hear that.
Yeah. 22nd birthday, Mr. Willie. Yeah. I wish I was 22 again and know what I know now. I'd run like crazy.
You what? You'd run?
No.
You just remember that whenever you're saying I'm going to get on the other end of that alligator.
Southern Blessed Homestead.
Hi, Patty.
Hi, Patty. Thanks for the birthday wishes.
Hope you have a good night's sleep, Patty.
Thank you, Strong Enough to Bend. What is that? Loquat says, show it. That
I don't know why that's happening.
The YouTube don't know all them words that he put up there.
Okay, loquat.
Honey mandrums. Manny citrus.
What is that? Sass stump. What is that?
What?
What is that word right there? Satsumas.
Yeah.
Honey mandarins.
Bananas, pawpaw, peaches, cherries, apples, plums, persimmons, mangoes, avocado, many nut trees, and the list is endless. Temperate climate here, like Italy.
Wow. Cool. Then that black sapote would definitely grow where you're at. Now, I don't believe.
He says he's having a forecast of 32 on Monday. Should he bring the star fruit in?
Who?
Papa Truck.
I don't take mine in.
No,
mine's in the ground. This is my saying. If it don't grow, if I can't put it in the ground and it grow, I ain't worrying about it. Now, if I lived up in Kentucky or somewhere where it gets really super cold, I would literally have a greenhouse where I had it big enough that I could grow the fruit trees that I love to grow.
Hi, old school with a modern twist.
Hey, James, I got a real quick question for you. I was giving an update on everybody, and I hope this is not a bad thing to bring up, but I was wondering how Brooke was doing. I hope you have an update for us, and I pray it's a good one.
Excuse me. Oh, birthday wore me out.
I didn't put you to work today. How could it have wore you out?
Well, Ig said you did. Worked me to death.
I did not work you at all today.
You didn't.
Now,
I was busy at the house.
Brooke is the same. Okay. Well, I'm still praying for her. So when you have a change, I'd appreciate if you'd let me know somehow. Even if it's going on one of my videos and clicking on that or something, or going on Facebook or something, let me know. Because I've got my list of prayers going on. We actually have passion fruit here.
Yeah, well, he said
Wild.
that was his favorite.
What?
See, passion fruit is his favorite
Oh, okay.
food for us.
I just now got a passion vine growing up into my macadamia nut. You're welcome.
Yeah. Good night there, Food Forest Permaculture. Glad you stopped in.
Have to go much
Got a lot of
longer.
knowledge.
And your rocket stove is the best friend. Take a picture when
Frost is on.
the ground. And here no folks at microclimate or
Tenders.
tenders. Yeah.
Mr. Willie says, I've been hit so many times by you, I'm starting to like it. I've always liked it. There ain't no
And he
starting
even
to.
grew this so I could grab a hold of it and make him mine.
When she wants something, Mr. Willie, she'll lead me around by the beard. You will do this. Hey. Hello, SRF.
Springfield Ridge Farm.
Yeah.
Saying hi to. Oh, what was I? There was something else I wanted to tell y'all about, and nasturtiums. I got nasturtiums growing for the first time. They're about that big now.
Florida people are very different. Well, yeah.
Yeah, we're different.
Well, you know,
He ain't Florida person though. He was born in Tennessee.
East Tennessee.
I'm the real Floridian in the room.
Extreme East Tennessee, just before you drop off into North Carolina. How's that for you? How's that grab you, Mr. Willie?
Yeah, I know I'm weirdo. That's all right. As long as you love me, right?
Yeah, we do a lot of growing together. We got more rare fruit than we can handle. If we keep the squirrels out of it.
Ugh. He's that's hillbilly. Lee must have said that. He wants to trap them and get rid of them, and
I'm going to.
that's fine and dandy. But they're just going. Their brothers are going to come on in because they have open ground now.
Yeah, well, they're gonna take a dirt
I say,
nap.
I got this netting stuff that's supposed to keep birds out of your garden and stuff like that. And I'm going to try it over top of my little stand-up things.
Yeah. No squirrel hunting.
We don't squirrel hunt here because they're like
No,
they're like
too,
rats.
they're too wormy, too small.
Oh,
They're not edible here.
I don't want to eat them. I know, I do realize that, hey, and they were much better when I was a kid because I used to hunt them when I was a child, and they were much bigger. But now they're so scrawny, and they're like how do you say? They're like rabid. Some of them even in different places will attack people. We had squirrels attacking people in the park
Oh yeah,
a year or two ago.
Linda used to go to college.
Yeah.
And in the hallway, she had a squirrel attack her if she went down the hallway, she was running a wheelchair down the hallway, the squirrel would run up and attack her.
Yeah. They're city squirrels. They're like rats here. I don't think I'd ever eat a rat, so if they had some meat on them, maybe I would probably. I don't know.
Tell y'all a good story. My mother, there was a guy down the street that had cancer and he was raising squirrels. He had a breeding box for them. And they got in my mother's attic and I trapped 43 squirrels out of her attic. And the animal control guy comes up and he says, I've got a complaint. I said, yeah, what is it? And he says, the lady behind you don't like the fact that you're trapping squirrels and you're not providing shade for them. I said, well, sorry about that. I said, he says, well, are you going to stop? I said, no. Florida law says that any property owner can take a nuisance animal by any means necessary as long as I don't use the gun and light at night where damage is occurring. And they've chewed through the soffit and they're tearing up the wiring in the house, they have to take a dirt nap. He said, thank you very much. Have a nice day.
Papa says we have more rats than squirrels coming out of the wood. Yeah, the rats are pretty bad here too. Strong Enough Ben says, my dad is down in Florida now. They went in to fish yesterday and caught 300 to 400 bull shark about 8 inches long.
8
feet long.
I can't believe
It took
400
3
pounds.
hours to get to the boat. Wow.
8 feet.
We
That's
don't really fish for shark. It's just I don't know how to explain it. We like shark meat, I guess, but I prefer to eat snook. And I mean, my son charters, so he's his charter business. I don't know if he fishes for. I don't know if he has a license to fish for shark or not.
Yeah, he does. The only thing he don't have is a kingfish license, and they're expensive. They're $5,000 a year.
Kingfish, yes, he does.
He does not have a kingfish license. He uses what's his name? The other guy.
Whatever. Anyways.
The way I used to shark fish is I'd get a harness on and a boat rod, and I'd sit on the end of the jetty, and I'd get a lifesaver and a balloon, and I'd tie that lifesaver to the fishing line. Put the bait on there, let the balloon carry it out on the outgoing tide, and when that lifesaver dissolved, it'd drop the bait for me. That's how I shark fish. I really got the look, didn't I? Yeah, Teresa.
He's gonna be in deep trouble if he doesn't watch his mouth. Anyways,
Yeah, you do need
I-
that. Don't
I'm looking forward to shrimping pretty soon. Come on. Hold that. There it goes.
Bull sharks have shown up in St. Louis, Mississippi River before, says Higgs.
Wow.
Now, what did Mr. Willie say? So you can trap an unwanted animals on your property. Does that include lawyers? Yeah, and we really bury them, Mr. Willie, 12 feet instead of 6 because they're deep down, they're
Stop.
really good people. He says, yep.
So bad. Oh my word. There was something else I wanted to tell
Pulling
them.
brain blanks, are you?
Yes, I'm like living in a fog today. I'm the one that worked myself to death today. Oh, the beard got pulled. There it is.
It's in deep.
Sometimes I think he forgets that this is a live show and that it's, we're so good friends with everybody on here that
I
he
say
thinks he
things I
could say
shouldn't.
things that he can't really say. And
Yeah.
it frustrates me.
I say things I shouldn't.
One of these days I'm going to get him this way.
Just like Higgs says, I'm unfiltered.
I know. If Brenda was here, she would say, poor David.
Dog's still in it. Yep, she's still in her house.
We brought the little pink pool inside tonight and put a rug in yonder for my girl dog. She ain't gonna like it very much because I'm gonna lock her out of my bedroom tonight because I don't want puppies being born in my
Yeah,
bedroom.
Papa Chuck, we're gonna try to go to Wiggins. It's gonna be tough with all them rare chickens I ordered. It's gonna be tough money wise.
Hey, God always provides. Right?
Yeah, those chickens were expensive though. $35 a bird. Eesh.
So why I did
Well,
not know you spent $35 a bird.
yeah, well, you better take good care of them and let them.
Well, you better call them and unbuy them. That's ridiculous. I can get birds for $3 a piece. Eggs are eggs. I ain't picky.
Yeah, but this is a special bird.
Okay.
It's the one that you liked so much. So I got a male and a female.
Okay. I wouldn't have told you to buy a $35 bird. I better just hush. That was my Christmas present.
I ordered 4 Heritage Plymouth Rocks, 4
He went on to Mars Hatchery and got stuff.
regular Plymouth Rocks, a Polish Houdan, a white silky, a blue silky, not a white one, a blue silky, a black silky, and a buff silky. And those birds that are Jubilee, that's what they were. Jubilee from Great Britain. That's the expensive birds.
Papa Truck, are you going to Wiggins too this year? Well, I think they're going to have it in a different city, though. And I heard James. Are you still on here? James was talking about a meetup in Kentucky, guys. For y'all up there. I don't remember where he said it was at, though. I have to go back and
Papa
listen to
Truck
that
says
video
he's had
again.
bad luck with Silkies. Not us.
They're mean as hell. I mean, they're mean as can be. Sorry.
Yeah, see, you're on me. You ain't got no beard to pull.
I just smacked my mouth.
Papa Truck says he's planning on it.
Them Silkies, they're good at when they're younger, but man, once they start hitting adulthood, they turn crazy.
Mr. Willie says, this is the last live stream for David. Rest in peace because Kathy is not happy.
There ain't much you can, there ain't much you can do to bother me too much. Well, yes, there is. I'm out of water, honey.
What do you want me to do about it? Go get you some? Here.
No, I'll go
Give
get
it here.
Y'all talk.
No,
you gonna behave if I leave?
No, I'm not. Give it
Okay.
to me.
So he's gonna go get it for me.
I'm going to the bathroom.
Thank you, sweetheart. We'll close the door.
Why? They can't hear it.
Yes, they can. He's so terrible. Ugh. It's hard getting old. You get stiff and you can't move when you get up, right? He knows he won't be good. That's right. And he'll do it just to aggravate me too, because he knows I can hear him from the other room. So James, if you're on here, can you tell us where? I can't remember where you said that. Your friend. Woodworks. I don't know. Anyways, on his video that he put out tonight, he said something about a get together in Kentucky. Thank you, baby. Very sweet of you. Any meetup in South Florida? Looking to go south and collect some tropicals. I haven't heard of any of them. Where are you looking to go down south? Because there is a place. Thank you, Teresa. I don't remember where it was either. There's a place down south that I watched. I used to watch John Kohler or Growing Your Greens. When I was really, really super sick, I used to watch him, and he would go to a place down there that was like a training place. I don't know how to explain it. People would come in and learn how to grow in different environments and in different ways where they actually even grew on concrete, and stuff like that. I can't remember the name, but I want to check out Pete Miss Tampa also want to go to Echo Farms. I want to say it is Echo Farms that I'm talking about. Yeah, I love watching Pete's videos. He has some of the coolest videos. But he had like a lot of people don't understand. They think that all of Florida grows the same way. Pete was just up here on Merritt Island, not a couple months ago, I think, doing some videoing with Toppy over in Merritt Island, an older, yeah, not same Pete, Pete Kohler. I mean, not Kohler. Anyways, I'll show you Pete's channel whenever we're done. You've watched some of them. He's
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
okay. The one that went to Puerto Rico in different places down south. Anyways, and he's been to Justin Rhodes and he's been all over the place.
Gonna go out where?
In Florida, it's really kind of weird because, like where you're at, Papa, you can grow, like I imagine you could probably grow really, really good peaches and apples and stuff like that. I've got a couple apple trees and I don't know how they're going to do, but I cannot grow peaches. And I can grow bananas and stuff like that. Don't have to worry about them freezing. And if they do, they're just, they'll come back next year. But unless I get a really super hard freeze, I usually don't have much trouble with any of my plants. Even my mango tree got froze back one year and it's fine. That black sapote, the chocolate pudding tree that I showed you the fruit of. I don't know if you were on here, Papa Truck, whenever I showed this fruit. This fruit is so cool. It's called chocolate pudding. And I've got a video on it. We did a collaboration and only me and Teresa's the one that did them so far. I don't know if the other people still have their fruit or not. But anyways, it froze to the ground one year and then sprouted back up and it had trunks. And then one year, I can't remember why we cut it about 7 foot tall. We cut it off at the top. And it's growing huge. It's as big as my mango tree almost now. It is wonderful fruit. Oh, okay. So, I think that it would grow where you're at, but it would probably freeze sometimes. And I've never, it gets pretty cold up there where you're at. Now, it also gets cold down south where Pete's at, and he has a lot of stuff that freezes that I don't have freeze. So it's all different. And like I don't know if Teresa could tell the difference, but I have 2 different star fruits, and I think they taste different. Both, I don't think they taste the same. So I don't know. It's weird how different parts of the Florida can grow different things. and it can't grow other places. I've got two beautiful, I mean, very large, what do you call those trees? Guava trees. One of them is a pineapple guava, and one of them's a strawberry guava. And neither one of them fruit. And I don't get it. I mean, I just don't get it. I have done everything for them little dudes. They bloom all the time and nothing ever sets. So it is what it is.
Well, when you get bees, your own
He's
bees
got-
might.
Yeah, it's true. He's got papaya, sugar, apple, guava, carambola, banana, fig, and citrus. And that's another thing, figs. I love figs. I want figs all over my yard. I absolutely love them. I love them fresh. I love them canned. I just love figs. Can I get a fig to grow? No. I've had them up front here. I had them all across the back there behind the little shed. They just die. I don't get it. And blueberries. I have trouble with blueberries.
Strong enough to bloom says keeping it Dutch, the Arms family, Hidden Heights Farms, and the Crockers just announced that they're having a meetup in March 28th in Oklahoma.
We grow pineapple, guava,
Teresa's-
and grafted loquat at work.
Teresa's so envious of us because we can grow fruit. Well, we can't grow tomatoes here because it in the summertime they just burn up.
I have a Papa truck. You know, when the hurricane came through, my loquat tree literally snapped, and it was hanging on by a thread, and I maneuvered it back into the hole that it came out, and we taped it. And I want you to know that it has evidently healed itself, because it's still it's got fruit on it and it's got new growth on it. So
Another thing we
I'm
can't grow
hoping it
here,
heals good.
Teresa, is lettuce in the summertime. Now
I
started
love guava.
some lettuce.
Teresa, these guava though that I'm talking about are really little teeny things.
I'll go back to shutting up now. I know Papa Truck knows what that means.
There's the mic, honey. Have
No.
at it.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. I was just answering. I was telling Teresa there was things that we can't grow.
You can't even do blueberries either? Wonder why. I know blueberries take a real acidic soil, don't they?
Tell you what you mix with your blueberries.
Where's
Coffee grounds.
Where's the Loquat Festival? Is that down where Pete's at? I think I remember him saying something about that.
Teresa
They
says
won't fruit, they will.
they won't fruit, but they'll grow.
Huh. I wonder why not. That's less like my guava. I don't understand it. It grows. That tree is so beautiful, and the kids love climbing in it. Both of them. That one over there and the one out front. And I'm telling you, St. Richie. Yeah, okay. I had the best loquat growing in my front yard in Melbourne. And we dug it up because we were renting and we had planted it and we dug it up. Our landlord said we could do that and brought it here. And I want you to know that dude died. And I have never found another one of that specific flavor and size. I mean, it had fruit on it that were huge.
You like that one back there?
I hope so. My blueberries are growing in hard clay. Wow.
Mix some coffee grounds in with it.
Okay, Higgs, we need to check soil better anyways. We are bad about that. You know what is really sad? I don't understand. Florida, you have to pay, or at least we do here where I live. We have to pay an
For a
arm and a
soil
leg to get a soil test done. Other people all over the country can go to their extension office and pay and not have to pay a dime to get them to do that.
Problem in Florida is nematodes.
He's got 7 varieties of them.
7 variety of what?
Blueberries, I think. We throw it some compost and call it good. Now I picked up my first load of coffee grounds Sunday, and I am going to put that in. I'm going to start putting that in the
Compost?
in the compost bins and start mixing that up for my raised beds that I'm making. Trace minerals are important too. True. I'm just really weird. I don't like putting anything that's not natural. So I don't put any chemicals on mine. If it's not organic, I just don't want it. But doggone it. Did we no, this was after. So guys, some of y'all may not know this, but he took me on a date Friday. And his date for me was he bought us tickets to go to a bee class. And then he took me to dinner. It was very, very nice. And we learned a lot. And we had a whole lot of fun. And now we're looking to buy bees. And I'm going to join the club.
What about catching a swarm?
Yes, we're going to try to catch some, but we've got to buy the stuff to do this with. That's what I was trying to say, not that we're going to purchase. We still got to buy a queen because here in Florida, we're not allowed to grow hives like they are all over the country. If we have any queen cells in our hive, we have to destroy them. We cannot allow
Africanized.
A queen to mate and have another queen. Also, if we catch a swarm, we have to stabilize that hive and kill the queen and put a new queen in there that is bred somewhere else.
Because we have a problem with Africanized bees, and they have an aggressive, very aggressive. They chase you for miles, and if the queen mates with that type of bee, it has those traits in the hive, and we can't allow that. The state don't want us to do that, so we have to kill the queen and put her in a block till they get used to the pheromones, that she puts off. And then they have to chew her out of this candy type cell, you know.
Are you talking about blueberries you have to pick twice a day? I think that he's talking about blueberries. He has to pick twice a day because if he doesn't.
Yeah, the birds will get them. My problem is squirrels. Tree rodents.
I wouldn't want the African bees to talk about wicked. Yeah, they are.
Well, that's why we were explaining that, why we had to kill the queen in the hive when we catch a swarm.
There's another thing too. In Florida, you're not allowed to own bees without having them monitored by the state. The state will come in and check them. I don't know if it's annually or I don't remember what I read
Seasonal.
up on it.
Seasonal.
Anyways,
When they have pollen to eat and they're bringing stuff back to the hive, that's when they check.
so you have to register your bees with the state, which, you know, whenever I was a kid, my daddy didn't do that. He raised bees and he
Well, we didn't have Africanized bees back then.
yeah,
either.
I know.
But that pollinating's a big
They
deal.
ripen
They'll
one
truckload.
at a time. So I pick in the AM and then dinner. More have turned ready to pick. Cool. So the queen passes on her traits in African to regular honey.
Yes.
Yes.
If she mated with the Africanized bee, the traits will be in the hive and the rest of the eggs. That's why you have to kill her and introduce a new queen. If you catch a swarm.
I'm in awe over this whole thing. I'm so excited to be able to do this, and I'm hoping that we can catch a swarm. Let me tell you something. If I put a thing out right now, I could probably catch a swarm because my mango tree is loaded with bees. I mean, they are literally
Covering it up.
yeah. It's just awesome to sit and watch them going from flower to flower to flower to flower. I know.
Yeah, that pollinating's a
weird.
big deal. They load boxes and boxes and boxes of bees on tractor trailers, and they truck them all the way out to California to pollinate the fruits out there. And that, believe it or not, them bees will get back here.
They go from city to city. We won't be here this year. Cool. Have you ever raised bees before, Holland?
They said that we better move up there before we do bees. That ain't gonna happen, Teresa. Not that quick.
And this is really weird too. I didn't know that you had to check your bees weekly. He said every week to 10 days, didn't he?
Yeah.
Cool. I hope you can catch them.
There was a fella
I've never seen the trucks loaded with hives, but
there was a fella that bought some quail from me. I wished I had his phone number. because he gets bees out of buildings.
Yeah. Well, I'm there's channels on here that I watch that do that all the time too. I have seen trees with bees. Cool. I don't just want the bees for the honey. I want the bees because I think that, I get a really good amount of fruit now, but I think I would get so much more fruit and so much better garden population in my garden if I had bees. So, well, listen, guys, it's already past our time, and it's his birthday, and
Happy birthday to me. I look like a monkey, and I act like one too.
Amen. I think getting bees on any homestead is a good idea because it literally will be something good for your farm. So anyways, I'm going to cut it off here tonight, and I want to thank everybody for joining us, and I'll see you either on Monday afternoon live or next Wednesday night. Been a great chat. Happy birthday, David, and good night to everyone. Night, y'all. Love y'all too. Bye.